All right. Friday, 22/16, 55 seconds, year 2026. First month, 30th day. January the month. And here's a wonderful pop-up. That's G sharp key, and it's the sharp 5, the E note. So this is F6. No, yeah, G sharp key, F6. So these are the maiden chords. So that would be a regular F6 minor, and then an E maiden, which is a C chord with an E on it. And then it's a 7 right there, which is a maiden chord. It's like a diminished chord. Except this note isn't diminished. If it was real diminished, it would be like this. See the fingers there, how they are. That's 6th, 3rd string, 5th string, 7th fret, 6th string, 3rd fret, 5th string, 7th fret, 3rd string, 4th string, 5th fret. That's a diminished 7th chord. And that's the first time that Russell came across that one. Because there's the diminished 7th, minor 3rd spacing. The 5th string, everything's going to move up 1 fret. So the pinky is the bottom, or the top note, the higher note. Which is a 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, a 4 note. Sharp 5 and a 4. No, 7 and 4. That's 7, 4, 7. 7, 4, 7, 7, 4, 7, 7, 4, 7, 7, 4, 7, 47, 47, 47, 47, 47, 47, 47, 47, 47. Ooh, that's something new to play around with. Those are inverted power chords. A regular power chord would be the opposite. 5th string power chord, but this, that's a diminished 7th 5th string power chord. Something new. Right in the spontaneous spur of the moment right there. Look at that, look at that. Look at that. Look at Dad. Look at Dad sharing. Look at Dad sharing. So anyway, back to the chord progression. So 6, sharp 5, 6, 7, maiden, 1, 1 sharp maiden, 2, sharp 2 maiden, 3, 4, 4 maiden, no, 4 sharp maiden, sharp, or 3 maiden, 4, sharp 4 maiden, 5, sharp 5 maiden, 6, 6, 6, sharp 5, 6, 7 maiden, 1, sharp 1 maiden, 2, sharp 2 maiden, 3, no, sharp 3 maiden, 4, sharp 4 maiden, 5, sharp 5 maiden, E, that's the sharp 5 is the E. Sharp 5 is also a note with the diminished 7th chords. 7, sharp 5, 7, 2, 4, sharp 5, 7, 2, 4, sharp 5, 7, 2, 4. Sharp 5, 7, 2, 4, which is an E bass diminished 7th chord, which is open E string, skip 2 frets for the minor 3rd, E bass. Just repeat the E, so that would be pedal point. And just keep going up the scale with the same 2 frets in between each finger. Whoa, there's a new lick. So, I'm gonna figure out these notes with the G sharp key. Ah, it's the 6 sharp 5 6. And this is probably the 6 box. Yeah, that's it. It's a 3 box also. It's always the diminished 7th or the sharp 5 note, otherwise known as the harmonic minor note. It's always in between the 5 and the 6. It's a 3 box, 3 notes per string. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3. There's the sharp 5 again, it's the E note. That's an E, it's sharp 5 with the G sharp key. So now that's G sharp harmonic minor. That's Pinky is playing the F6. There's the lower F6. The only notes that are changing, or the only note that's staying the same, is the 3 note. That's also known as the Phrygian scale, or the Ingwe J. Momstein favorite C Phrygian mode. Four, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3. It's a C note, otherwise known as C3, which is a minor chord. It's got a different sound than a C6. C6, the 1 and the 7 is and that's the D key. That's E2. Now it's the G key. G harmonic minor. Diminished 7th. Now it's F sharp bass diminished 7th. And that's the D. No, that's G. then the G key, that's the 7 note. Because the G is always 1 right there, the first dot on the 6th string, 3rd fret. It's a major. There's a key change, and that converted a minor, A6, G sharp 5. Now it's an F diminished 7th bass. The phrase diminished 7th bass is referring to the lowest note all the way down to the nut being played. F diminished 7th bass. Bass note. It's the lowest note down the neck. It's always hanging around the nuts. Nuts are swinging. And that's all bread and butter. To always memorize that and always have that, you know, to be able to refer to and to know where all the stars are at. All the stars are aligned. All the planets in the astronomy, astrology. To know that. That's sharp 5-6 again. Sharp 5-6 is always a half-step move. Now the same chord progressions played 1 key up. 6, sharp 5-6. 7 maiden 1, sharp maiden 2. 3 maiden 4, sharp maiden 5, sharp 5-6. This is all octave. And then memorizing the 4-string power chord sharp 5s. So bring it down to the 4th string. There it is. Brother learned this from the band called Striper. It's the first time he heard that he's able to connect with the 4-string power chord maiden sound. And these notes here, 2 notes right here, the 3rd note and 2nd note, it's all part of the major. Arpeggio, known as the D shape. Just playing 2 notes with the D shape, 3rd string and the 2nd string. Now a regular F sharp power chord is these 2 fingers parallel, same fret. Although when it goes down to the sharp 5, there's a fret difference. Same fret, 1 fret lower with the 3rd string. Changes from that to that. full arpeggio. Although, getting back to the point, although these two fingers here are parallel, on the 4th string, it's D shape. These two fingers are D shape. And then to go down to the maiden, then they go parallel, and the finger drops down 1 fret. Now there's 2 frets in between the whole power chord. And there's the top note. And then to play the top note with the diminished, it's the maiden chord. It's part of the major chord. Oh shit, no, that's a 6. So that's a minor F sharp 6, so it's not major. It's not that song. It's the minor song. Minor, D minor shape. Russell just learned something new. God, it's getting fucking hot in here. Oh, fuck. Brother just put a big log in the fire. So Russell likes talking the shit out because Russell here is learning and adding with the memory. So that's a 6 chord. Always remember, it's a minor chord. 6 is a minor. It's going to be a Once again, that's the F bass diminished 7th chord. Russell lifted some weights today. Hadn't lifted weights in about 2 or 3, 4 or 5 months, something like that. Well, periodically a little bit, but hasn't been very much. Russell get back into it. He's got to oxygenate the body because of the dirty blood. Some call it leukemia. Changing keys, Lou. That used to be a Treasury secretary. His name's Lou. Lou Key, banking key. Me, to have an epiphany. A spur of the moment vision. A spur of the moment explanation. Spur of the moment reckoning. To know something all of a sudden. Leukemia. Key. That's the emphasis note right there. Probably a 1. No, it's a 4. That's a 4 3 4 4 3 2 3 2 3 4 3 2 3 2 3 4 3 2 3 2 3 4 3 2 3 2 3 4. And that's something to get down too, is to be able to sing the number notes being pressed. 4 3 2 3 4 3 2 3 2 3 4 3 2 3 2 T. That's like Peter Piper picked a peckle. Peter Piper picked a pepper. Peter Piper picked a pepper. And that's also known as fast advertising, when the attorneys get at the end of the television commercial and they go and spit off their fine print language. So anyway, so that was a minor chord. This one right here, the 4-string power chord. Those two notes are for the minor chord, the D minor. And then the other minor chord inversion is this finger. It's an A shape. Gotta figure out that note number. It's a 4 note. Everything was going diminished seventh till that note. And to realize and say, that's a 4 note when it's next to the blues box. No, G sharp. It's A key, A1, G sharp 7, and that's a 6 arpeggio. Now it's on to something else, but it was a 4 note. There it is. And that's the 4 note, which is C sharp. And actually, that's a 3. Yeah, the A key. It's a 3 note. C sharp 3, minor chord. And there's a sharp 5 right there. It probably just changed key. That's E, E1. That's E2. That's a key change, that note. Because that's not, D is not in the E key. D sharp is, and C sharp is, but in between D sharp and C sharp is D. That's a key change. There's the note with the E key. That's a key change. Those two notes on the 4th string, 1st fret and 2nd fret, 4th string, that's the E key. That's D sharp and E. D sharp 7 and E1. There's E1. There's the arpeggio. This is all E1 arpeggio. E major arpeggio. Oh, say, can you see? It just goes wherever it wants to go. But anyways, all that from figuring out that this F sharp power chord is a D minor. And so brother's looking to have a song to emphasize the D minor arpeggio. And there's an Yngwie song that goes with it. Fuck it. Anyway, there's a song to memorize, to play, so that one can say, oh yeah, because this, the major, D shape, that's taps, song taps. It's also get them up in the morning military, reveille. Those are the same notes for taps. Taps, lights out, maintain silence about the decks. Everybody go to sleep. Also, taps is played at funerals. People that have transitioned. And that's the same D shape when it's gone to a different inversion, played backwards. That's the Star Spangled Banner for America, United States. Oh, say can you see? Dun, 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 dun. Wake the fuck up. All right, go to sleep. All right, now sing. So anyway, there's an Yngwie Malmsteen for the minor shape. And wants to go into a song. Anyway, so getting back to the F sharp. The original song. Anyway, so there's a Malmsteen song that outlines this arpeggio. I think the fucking song. I think it's I shall never die, 'cause I will fly to the other side. Never die, 'cause I will fly to the other side. Dun, 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 dun. Then the arpeggios. There it is. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that's the I Shall Never Die is the song. It's a song to have a. It's a minor arpeggio. With an added note with it. I have to listen to it and figure it out some more, but so yeah. So now getting back to the F sharp 7, or no, F sharp 6. So this is a sharp 5. So the 4 note stays the same, and then the 2 octaves. It's the only ones that change back and forth. So yeah, so it's a minor arpeggio. And there's that one, which leads back to the sharp 5, 3rd string. F sharp maiden. There it is. There's the next note there. So that's so there it is. There it is. Oh, it's a major. That's 4 major, so it goes to the 4 major. So there it is. So that's the drop down, because this is the regular position, and then the drop down outlines a major chord. Same thing here. There's the 6, F sharp 6. The arpeggios. And the drop down is the maiden. And it's connected to a major chord, which is the D shape again. Which the A key is the A key with the F sharp 6, then the sharp 5, and it's a flat 4 with the A key. Which is 2 majors in a row, which is the formula for flamenco music. That'd be the 3. 3 is usually a minor, but when it's major, that's 4 and 3 now. There's the 4, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3. That's minor. And then 4 major. 4 major. And it sounds like Mexican flamenco music. Two majors in a row. And that goes to the harmonic minor. The 6, F sharp 6, and then the F sharp 5. the 4, which is the D4, and then the C sharp major 3. C sharp 3 major. C sharp being the 3rd note with the key, with the A key. A sharp 1, A sharp G, no, A1, G sharp 7, G sharp 7, F sharp 6, F sharp 6, E5, A1. It's a major chord, so sing with those chords. Some G sharp 7, which is always attached to a major. That maiden chord, it's a maiden shape. Now getting back to 6, sharp 5, 6, F sharp 5, E is the 4. Back with the song. A1, so much fun. Sing with the 7. There's the 7. G sharp 7. There's the F6. Color it. E4. There's the melody. With the 6. Da, da, da. That's a 2 arpeggio. Because it landed on a 2 note right there. But actually a 4 has a 2 note in it, so it's actually a 4 arpeggio. And it's got an open G and an open B string, 3rd string and a 2nd string. So you only have to finger it once to get the major arpeggio going. Oh, it's actually there. Yeah, it is fingered. There is supposed to be a finger, so 2 fingers. It's got a coordination to roll them. Or just hold 1 finger. Ah, something new. Russell just learned something new now. Just keep that 1st finger on the 3rd string pressed down and the 2nd string open. But if one wants to just say fuck it and just have a G note, which is going to be a sharp 2. G is a sharp 2 because F sharp. With the E1. But this isn't. This is actually the A key. There is no G, and the A key, G is a sharp 6. So anyway, getting back to the E, Russell was playing a sharp 6 with just one finger, one pinky finger. Now it's got a little song. One thing always leads to another. And then Russell gets all excited with it. Because it's always fresh and new with Russell. Unless he just sits there and just plays like this all fucking day. Usually he's not even hardly ever coming up with anything new. Hardly ever. It's only when Russell slows down, all of a sudden everything's like, oh my God, look at all this fucking, the way the stars are aligned with everything. And then Russell just starts getting to fascination mode, and it's like, wow, God, this sounds so cool. So once Russell finally gets to the point where he got all that shit memorized, then he can be going fast with it, and then the whole fucking musical shift is gonna change. It'll be like fucking, it'll be like blowing everyone out of the fucking water. Because Russell likes to come up with little songs with all the new shit. It just leads to another fucking song, everything. So now getting back to the maiden. Getting back to the song. G sharp 6 with the I Shall Never Die song to realize, oh, it's a minor arpeggio, this 4th string power chord. Yeah, something like that. So it's the I Shall Never Die minor arpeggio, which is a 6 arpeggio here. Yeah, the 6 arpeggio. Huh. Russell's connecting it now. It's being conscious with it. Because Russell was always conscious of these 2 fingers here. That's probably more than likely going to be a D shape. But Russell never really realized that, oh, it's connected to a minor. This is connected to a minor at this chord with this chord. Same shape, 2 notes with a major, but minor is 1 down. Here's the D shape. Here's the D minor shape. Everybody knows the D shape here with the D chord, beginning guitarist, and then the D minor. And died from the start. truth will be told, the young and the old, the winds of change will blow. Never, never, never knowing, standing on your own, you'll face the fears of all of your years. Finally, it's you that should know. I can't wait for tomorrow. And I can't wait for the stars and the seas and the sun to shine on me. And I can't wait. That's Winds of Change song, Dave Menichetti. Fucking, I think the other guitarist wrote all them fucking lyrics. The guy that ended up fucking dying, because he was more into heavy metal wall posters than he was into the music, but he could write lyrics. He wrote all the lyrics for the fucking... Anyway, it seems like that's what it said on the YouTube story. The YouTuber that said the story might have been Dave Menichetti, someone. Anyway, so that's the minor. That's the interlude. And so this is the C key, and then those two notes. The D and an A, so that's the D2 and an A6. Oh. Two, 6. It's always nice to know the numbers. 2, 6. 2, 6. 2, 6. And that's using the Edward Van Halen Ain't Talking About Love technique. It's just arpeggios played with distortion and palm mute. So then Dave Menichetti picked that up from Edward Van Halen. And then it changed to the F key. And I can't wait for tomorrow. That's all F key right there. Changed keys right there with that F A sharp note. And I can't. And which in the C key is a sharp 6. Sharp in the 6. Now it's. And I can't wait with the F key. It gets into AC/DC right there because that's the blues box. And then instead of the 2 and the 2 and the 5 bent, the AC/DC Angus Young is the 2 in the sharp 4 bent. But there's the regular blues bend, the 2 and the 5, but the 2 and the sharp 4. That's all whole step. So that's the B and the G. B and the G. It's a major chord. That's turning the 2 into a major 2, because the regular 2 and the 5. But that turns the 2, and that converts the 2 to a major, because there's the A shape. That's the 2 chord right there, 5th string. More things to fucking remind the self with. Anyway, getting back to the and then the F sharp minor, and then the maiden, and there's the major, 4 major, the sharp 5 power chord, maiden power chord. It's a combination of a diminished with a diminished 7th chord. And the 4 chord, which is the D shape, major. That song. So there, once again, there's the Angus Young. Where it would be a 2-5. Fucking fingers are tender. But this one's that's a 2 blues box. The 5th string 2 chord, 2 minor. Now it's a 2 major. Ah, when Angus Young and that's whole step. And the whole step is the diminished 7th spacing with 1 fret in between. When it gets to the 3rd and 2nd string, Both strings are played barred. And there's the shape. That's a whole shape. That's a new shape to play that like that. This part with a minor or a major, no, with a major right there, part of the D major shape, but it doesn't go full space with the major chord. Full major chord has the diminished seventh spacing, a minor third spacing, which is 2 frets in between the fingers. This one's just 1 fret in between the fingers. It's a whole new animal within itself. All from sticking a dick on the girl, on the 2 girl. Girl being minor, boy is major, girl is a minor chord. 2 minor is sad, the girl singing, oh, I got fucked last night, I got beaten and pushed around, had a dick up my ass, and I was told to swallow it. That's the sad song from the girl, getting beat down with the major boy energy. Too much boy energy. Nothing wrong with too much boy energy, but you know, it's just a picture. It's a story to get a picture going. There's a lot of reality to it because that's what goes on out in society. It's always this fighting between boy and girl energy. Thought and body. Thought is boy, body is girl. Thought is fire, water is girl. Girl is blue, boy is red. Red, orange, fire, the boy energy. Think blue sky. Wow, that's girl energy. Blue ocean, girl energy. Anyway, it's been an hour and fucking 10 minutes, so I think everything's went full circle with that song now. And then brother could figure out every fucking chord. This is a 6 minor. And that's a 4 major, and then this is a 1 major, and then this is a 7 connected to a 5 major, a maiden chord. And then then the sharp 2 maiden is also connected to a major chord. Connected to a fucking major 6. It's an F sharp major 6. So that's 6, sharp 5, 6, 7 maiden 1, sharp. So that's a sharp 1. Sharp 1 connected to a major 6 arpeggio. So Yngwie likes to follow the fucking fastly repeated chords that, you know. And play arpeggios with each fucking beat. And then you have them go at different fucking angles and, you know, different varieties to give breath and, you know, sometimes add some melody. So sit here and play a so yeah. It'd be sound like something like that. Yeah, it'd go like that. So, an extra 10 minutes here, might as well figure them out, huh? So, dun, dun, dun. So. That might be two majors in a row. Yeah, so 6, sharp 5, 6, 7, 1, sharp 1, 2. So that's going to be a minor. That's the one, sharp 1 major, or sharp 1 maiden. That's a sharp 1 connected to a major chord on the treble strings. Somewhat diminished 7th on the somewhat kind of diminished 7th. Ah, there's something new. Look at that. Get these two fingers right here for the sharp 1. They're already set up for the diminished 7th position. No, that's not. That's not. All right, there it is. It's a major. That's what it wants to go. Ah, dun dun dun. That's a 4-3. Dun, dun. There's the major, A shape. It's another fucking sharp fucking 6. Or major 6. It's another major 6. And that's converted to an F sharp fucking key. It's F sharp 1 now. That's C sharp. That's C sharp key with a fucking E note, a sharp 2. You know, it went to A. Wow, C sharp and fucking A key are mixed together there with that sharp 2. That's an E note. It's sharp 2 with the fucking C sharp key. Because here's the 3, and the 4, F sharp 4, F3, C sharp 4, G sharp 5, which is the Phrygian box. And then sharp 2. Instead of playing the C sharp 1, it skipped to a sharp 1, which is a note for the A key. Harmonic minor. So yeah. So. So with the chords in the English style, gotta get the beat. dun. The timing. So. You're gonna have to keep it all with the 6th string for now. Figure it out. So. Something like that. And then sharp 3. And then the 4. Sounds kind of cool. So. So it's got a harmonic minor spacing right there. And that's that key. That's a D key. That's D key right there. That's G, because it changes going to the 5th strings. So. Yeah, so that's it. Playing it like that instead of just resting it went like this. And without resting. So. So this one. So it's going to be a major right there. So that's the A. 3 box. So the 3 box. So that's the maiden 3 to the 4. So and then a 5. Sharp 5, 6, and then the 5 is major. Yeah, so so 6, sharp 6, sharp 5, 6. Da, 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 da. Shit. I'm gonna get this down. It's only how yesterday was a 2-hour video, so. Dun, 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 dun. Ah, so it's got a different rhythm now when it gets up here to the. Everyone's just played once all in a row. So it's gonna be. Something like that. So that's going to be the 3 major, 3 maiden, which is a 3 maiden is a 1. 1 arpeggio. 1 and the 3 go together with the 1 arpeggio. So, and then the 4. And then the sharp 4, so that's probably it. So let's see. And then the jump. Got to remember the jump. This is a major and a 2 minor. One sharp major, sharp 1 major, or sharp 1 maiden. Sharp 1 maiden, which is a sharp 6, sharp F sharp 6. Sharp F sharp 6. It's a sharp no. It's an F sharp 6 major. There it is. So when it gets to the 6 major, which is a and then the 2 minor. And then the jump. Yeah, the jump. So, the jump. Got to skip a fret. Major, sharp 6 major, 2 minor, sharp 6 major, 2 minor, and then jump 1 fret. It's going to be a whole step to a major. A major, A1 major, so a 1 major, which is the 3 maiden. This is the 3 maiden. But play the 1 major with the 3 minor. There it is. But don't play the 3 minor. You gotta play the 1 major. And then the 4 major. And they go up 1 at a time. 1 major, 4 major, sharp 4 major, 5 major, and then sharp 5 major, and then back to 6. And so, there it is. Gotta get the rhythm. God, man, let's fucking remember all that shit and get it down. That's what Steve Vai loves to do. He just likes to sit there and just play the same thing over and over and over and over again, so when he gets up on stage, he looks good in front of everybody. Because it's all about reputation with Steve. It's all flash. It's more flash than flair. It's just the way Steve is at this point in time. But, you know, so he'd sit there and play it for hours and hours and hours until he gets skin and bone skinny. So that's it. Got it down now, so it just mattered. That right there. There it is. That's as far as it goes. And then this is the octave. And then they got that after it gets down here. So slowly. Slowing it down. So that would impress anyway, Mom Steem. He'd be like, oh yeah, that's. Minor too. Anyway, that's pretty much got down. That's all. You know, maybe they'll keep on playing from other songs and shit like that. But. So I had to sit there and Steve Vai it and go back and forth until it's smooth between that, because that's a D major shape with an F major shape, going back and forth between them. Getting that down. These just have to hold those, bar those two, just hold them. Just move the pinky. It's all pinky moving. Get the changes. Oh, it's not on the, gotta get it on the. Add in some more fingers to get the, this would be a 4-string arpeggio. Stuff like this is where it it'd be wonderful to have a fucking Yngwie Malmsteen big fucking hand, or at least a little bit more hand like an Edward Van Halen. Russell's just a little guy. He's a little bit bigger than Angus Young, but he's still just a little guy. Shit like that. That's where the fucking tiger's claw is fucking all the way fucking where it's like a fucking tendonitis. But it can be a goal can be set to play it like that. Otherwise, it's just going to be 3 strings. Still get the same effect. No, that wasn't it. It's... Yeah, that's it. Russell's never played anything like that before. Always like to listen to it. You know, when Yngwie plays it, he's the only guitarist I've heard ever play stuff like that. It's probably because it's hard as shit. That's probably the only guitarist that plays that. But it's really not that hard. Once it's getting used to and playing, Russell can see this is gonna be fucking. If it's mastered, it'll be so fucking easy. It's fucking shit pitiful because it's just chord positions and flicking the fucking pinky. Play them twice each instead of fucking just once. That's how to get the strength going. And the accuracy. Hold it a bit. Fucking neck gets kinked. Just have to feel it. That's kind of fun after a little bit. I was gonna see, God, man, that would be cool to get mastered that shit. It's kind of fun. It's just these notes. 3, 3, 4, sharp 4, 5, sharp 5, 6. One note right after the other. That's Van Halen moving right there. I like to put them chromatics in there like that. Another 2. Oh, 2, 1. Oh shit, fucking it's midnight. Ain't gonna be able to fucking upload this fucking thing because the fucking internet's off. Well, we'll just call it an end. Fuck it.